What's going on, everyone? My name's JX, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I have the amazing privilege. I've been asked by Kabam to make a video on the newest character in the Summoner's Choice for 2023, and that's White Tiger, Ava Ayala. This character is so cool, and many of you will recognize her from the Ultimate Spider-Man show on the Disney Channel, and I've loved her from the show. I mean, she definitely, I've been opened my eyes to her from that show. She's a character who only debuted 10 years ago. There have been many White Tigers. Her entire family, her brother, and her niece have been the White Tigers before her, but she's actually the current one, and still the current one to this day. So it's pretty exciting. Now, looking at the MCOC wish list, at least the unofficial one, we have quite a lot to talk about. She's been in plenty of games, from the Marvel Battle Lines, Avengers Academy, War of Heroes, Avengers Alliance series, and even Lego, as well as Disney Infinity series. She's pretty known character. I mean, she's top 100, so many of you, I'm sure will recognize her. Definitely just from that show, I think is just like her main thing going for her, which is fine. She's a really cool character, like I said. And she actually gets her powers from the Tiger Amulet, which is from Kun Lun. So if you know Iron Fist's origins, you'll know that this comes from Kun Lun. It's actually made from material that helps Kun Lun reappear and disappear from different realities and existences. It's quite powerful, and it's actually literally tied to an actual tiger god, the tiger god of fear itself, which is really interesting. I think there's a lot of connections there from the comics, synergies there as well. So obviously similar to kind of like Black Panther, they're connected to their god. Even Moon Knight connected as an avatar, similar in that way that she can actually be controlled by the tiger god. So cool connection there, I think, for sure. Now the amulet is 100% mystic, so I think she will be a mystic. There's obviously good argument for the skill class, but either way, I think if she's in one of the other classes, she'll have things from both class. So obviously I think she'll have neutralize, bleeds, rupture. I mean, there's a lot of cool things. Eternal bleeding. Her claws are so powerful that they actually hurt Luke Cage, and if you know, he's got impenetrable skin, so for claws to actually hurt him is a pretty nice feat. So armor break, I mean, really armor shatter. I mean, there's some really cool things that she can do. She even has the ability to camouflage. Like if she just stands really still, like maybe in the wilderness, she cannot be seen. So maybe she has like an ability where she can go back and block, and maybe the next contact, for like the next 2 seconds, the next contact hit misses, and she can punish. And I think it'd be really cool. I mean, this character is really cool. Like I can't not say that. So in the comics, this amulet gives her so much strength, speed, durability, agility, stamina, regeneration, animal senses. So she can hear, smell. She's got clarity and darkness. There's some really cool. So maybe like some awarenesses in the game for sure. Definitely dexterity. Like she can utilize dexterity or maybe have an evade. I mean, there's some really cool stuff. I mean, Miss obviously Tigra is going to be a really interesting comparison because Tigra literally trained her, so it's cool. It's like I want to see how different she'll be to Tigra, especially if she's in the Mystic class. They are so similar. In fact, I thought she was coming to the game when Tigra was, because I wasn't sure what Tiger character was coming. And it's cool to see that she could potentially come to the game if she wins. But yeah, so she's actually considered a gamma level threat, which is pretty interesting. To be called a gamma level threat from the Avengers is pretty awesome. Now she's actually, I mentioned earlier, she's from a family of white tigers, and not so long ago she actually fought her niece, who was the previous white tiger, and her niece had a alternate version of the white tiger from an alternate universe, and so they actually fought, which is really cool. And sadly she lost to her niece, and her niece combined the 2 white tigers and it became a giant golden tiger. But the main thing, I think, is that she could have Striker. I think she could have a Striker of her Tiger God. Like, how cool would it be if it's like actually in like either utilizing the Striker ability, or it's just kind of like how Tippy is in Squirrel or Giganto Jr. in Mole Man's. Like, I really integrate it into their abilities from basic to specials. At least I want a special 3 animation of the Tiger God just gnawing at the opponent. I mean, it could be really cool. I mean, a giant tiger, I think would be so sick to have on the game. Yeah, and the tiger itself is has actually like fought like Shumagorath and other like mystic things. So having her, fight things that like, the tiger technically isn't there. It's more of like a spirit thing. Can have like some spirit abilities. I think like tiger doesn't really have any spirit abilities, so maybe tie into chi like Shang-Chi. Maybe even tie to attacking someone's spirit. We've seen a few things like Mordo has that. So definitely super cool, and she even fought the Phoenix Force as well. So definitely some cool stuff synergy wise. I mean, synergy wise, actually, we'll break it down. She's been in so much stuff. She's been in 3 teams, which have had plenty of characters in the game. I mean, except for the Avengers Academy, I gotta say the Avengers Academy, we don't actually have a lot of those characters. But for helping out the Defenders and the new Avengers, where AIM was running it with Sunspot, Hawkeye, Luke Cage, Squirrel Girl, Hulkling, Wiccan, Black Cat, Misty Knight, Elektra, and plenty more. I mean, I already mentioned Iron Fist, so maybe both Iron Fist, the Immortal one as well. It could be really cool. I mean, synergy wise, who knows? I mean, I never know what Kabam will do with synergies, but obviously, if you love any of those characters, have a synergy bonus would super appreciate that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the video. I think that's just kind of how I think she could work. Definitely work probably more towards the Mystic class than the skill, but either way have abilities from both. And I think there's just so many cool things. I would love to see the integration of chi, her master skills. Doing bleeds, maybe doing ruptures, maybe turtle bleeding, maybe dexterity, utilizing dexterity, evades, maybe misses. I mean, there's so many different ways they can do this, and I want to see that white tiger and the tiger god actually attack opponents. Would be so cool. But that's gonna be it for this video. I want to thank Bam for asking me to do this. I was so excited to come on to make this video, and they just gave me free roams to explain the character and kind of excite people to get to vote for her. I think she's an amazing character, and I do hope to see her in the game. So yeah, make sure you vote for the Summoner's Choice, who you want to win. I'll be campaigning for someone here shortly, but she's definitely one. I won't be upset if she comes to the game because she is such a badass. And obviously, I forgot to mention, you're Hispanic, so obviously if you do care, and I'm Hispanic, so I always care for more representation. So I'm super excited to see if she does come to the game. All right, everyone, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, aka tomorrow. Check out for that. But yeah, peace out, everybody.